Hey, it's random pop culture news. Rick here once again came Mr. It's always made no ring. As all you people know, guys at restaurants on social media groups such as Twitter, X, Instagram, Bisha Bravo, and Brady, all good stuff. Anyways, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell, notification, comment if you really care about this stuff. As always, subscribe if you want. Anyways, before to begin, let me just pause it real quick. Hold on. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I totally forgot. I wanted to wear this OG Star Wars shirt for the video. I freaking left my freaking head for a minute. Thought that left the idea out of my brain. Let's be more specific. Anyways, Hero Academia announced from March 21st, as you guys saw. March 21st was a while back, so this is real late news. Oh, I still haven't forgot. I still want to do that freaking, like I said, reaction to the ones that made Digital Circus, the Glitch Studios, Gaslight District, and then the other one, Doom Guy versus Master Chief, Halo versus the Doom the main characters for Doom versus the main characters for fucking Halo. So I'm hoping others do Doom, and the Doom Guy ends up winning, because even though I haven't played that much of Doom, I've ever played it maybe once ever in my life, but I got a nostalgia bias for that one, so obviously I want the Doom Guy to win over Master Chief. And no offense to anyone that ever liked Halo, it's just for me, Halo, like, I know it was like the Mario and Kirby and Pokemon for the original actual Xbox One and then 360 at the time, but I never got big into Halo, because I wasn't really big into FPS shit till like my senior high school, so like the mid-late 2000s, early 2010s, and I was freshman, sophomore, when I was still doing community college at the time. And that's when I kind of got into FPS a little bit later on. But like stuff that was online, MMORPGs and JRPGs, I never got as big into those, so fortunately never happened. Anyways, Final Season Hero Academia, the 2 ones go. I got like 3 other internet news things to talk about. 2 are video game related, and there's another one that's like kind of stream related. There was another one I wanted to talk about. Her name was supposed to be like the most craziest, evilest e-girl goth chick ever. I couldn't find no information on it nowhere, so unfortunately I had to toss that one to the side. Unless I decide to do a reaction video with it, maybe I'll do that, since I can't find no articles at all about it. So let's go. This got to be badass. I still gotta watch the 6th season of Hero Academia, because the last time I watched Hero Academia was like either 2022 or 2023, so it's been a while. So let's go. It's only a minute long, so here we go. Oh no, there's another one had My Hero Academia Villains, so it's like a spin-off of that. So I don't know if I'll react to that one. We'll see one day. この物語は僕たちの物語。俺が望むのは全ての崩壊。最高のヒーローに必ず壊すお前たちの物語。何もかも。僕のヒーローアカデミアファイナルシーズン2025年10月放送開始。It's tomorrow. No, it's October. October is coming out. All right. Okay, I see it there. Oh man. So, all right. I see what's going on that part. Thoughts, views, opinions, speculations. It was less than a minute long, so I can't really give a lot of stuff what I just saw. But so I wonder if it's gonna be the same when they finished it off forever, when they did with Attack on Titan 2 years ago in 2023. So I don't know if it's gonna work out or not, or if it's gonna be emotionally, it's gonna break my heartstrings into a million pieces. I don't know. And may or may not. I don't know. We'll see in due time. Because of that Attack on Titan, when that finished, bro, I cried like a baby badly. Wow, that shit finished. Like, that hit me so hard. 34-year-old man at the time, like, that still hit me like crazy, like a freaking 18-wheeler truck badly. In a good way, though. Because, like, oh, it's finally over, and I'm going to do more seasons ever again after this. Or, like, on another season, like an old fairy tale show when that finished, or, like, Steins Gate when that finished. I remember a couple years ago, that broke me down emotionally real bad. It's the last 2 I even watched besides the Dr. Stone series. It was like Spike's Family Season 3, and that was probably it. That was the last anime I probably watched. And then the other one after that, before that or after, I think it was before, a Nier Automata anime that came out in like 2022, 2023, and I think they did a second or third season last year. I was supposed to do it, or earlier this year. I forgot when. Whew. And that still looked really good too. Not just because the girl, the robot chick, Yonra, aka 2B, is like the really super pretty anime robot waifu girl that every dude's probably gonna, in the old school way, because millennials call it fap off or fepping off. And now Gen Zers call it gooning or edging off nowadays. It's so weird. I don't know why the other thing they say goon off. It's so crazy. I don't know. And a lot of this, it looks like it's going to be a really super emotional roller coaster of mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's going to be a really, really big ass freaking finale. Because, like, the last thing I saw from it was, like, I still got to watch the other season for 6, so, was, like, the United States of American version. Like, this lady was, like, the female American version of what All Might was, but, like, I think the name was, I was going to say Miss USA. It was probably, like, Miss United States or Miss North America or Miss Justice. I was, like, the last part I saw that, and that was, like, 3.5 years ago, I think, when I saw that, so it's going to be crazy trying to finish all that, because now I just started watching another show that came out, like, 2 days ago, the second season for the whole Last of Us show, too, so now I got that to watch. So I'm going to be juggling that along with probably another show I've been kind of watching on and off. I haven't watched it too much, but I watched a little bit here and there. And it's going to be weird because I don't really watch it too much. I just watch it once in a while. I was like HBO show. I don't really care too much about it, but I watched maybe like 2-3 episodes of it so far. But and I freaking invested in it yet. That was that HBO show, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not even going to say the name for it. But it's crazy. Anyways, yeah. That's really it. I'm surprised they didn't show all the other like heroes and the other ones that had the quirks and all that. That would have been cool. And maybe like Midoriya is finally gonna, maybe in the future he marries Ochaka and he has kids and maybe they have quirks too. Or Bakugo's gonna marry her. I don't know. Or how all the other characters when they get older. I don't know how they do it. How they do it with Naruto, and then they did Shippuden later on, and then Boruto, like all the Naruto characters that were teenagers and kids, and these teenagers became young adults. And then become older adults later on in Boruto. I don't know if they're going to do it like that. Maybe like 3, 5, 10, 15 years later down the road, the person that created Boku No Hira, aka Hero Academia, maybe they'll like do something like that. And all the younger characters were teenagers, now they're grown adults, they have their own kids, whether they have quirks or they're going to be quirkless, like how Midoriya was. I don't know. It's weird, man. If they're still going to have talking animals like they did for Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and all that shit, and Monster Hunter and Wilds. All that other shit. Anyways, now it's time to get to the internet news. See you guys in a quick minute. Right, so I heard of this streamer trip before about, what, 4 or 6 years ago at the latest. And it was like 2019 or 2020, I think is when I heard about this one. Maybe 2021. But I've heard of this one last before. I remember it was like in January, maybe February. It was like the last time I heard her. But on a streamer check, Extra Emily. I remember this one from the back in the day. Is Twitch is a discussing joke. Netizens criticize live stream platform as Extra Emily gets unbanned from following reckless driving controversy. Comes from Shiran Mujahashi. And there's like the video for it. You guys can watch it if you want. I'm not gonna freaking talk about it. It is what it is. Isn't the first time she got into controversy. I know she did a few times before. I think she used to do a bunch of IRL streams in South Korea and Japan. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, dude, the only reason I think I ever heard of this chick is when she used to do other collabs with this. 2 other ones I watch a bunch. I mainly watch a lot of their VOD stuff. I don't really watch them on their Twitch when they're live on that site, because I don't really use Twitch a lot like that. If I do, I'll probably use it like twice at the most. Maybe the most 4 times, 5 times out the year, and then maybe once or twice every year. Because I'm mainly either on YouTube or freaking not YouTube, either Instagram, maybe rarely ever Reddit too. That's up. Other than that, yeah, I guess she got in trouble because she was driving carelessly and stuff while doing streams. I don't know. I knew through the other ones, like there's the other one, Emery and another chick, Senna, or whatever, and Valkyrie, and I think she did collabs with Pokemon too. I'd be surprised with Lily Peach, because, no offense, I gotta take this into account here, no offense, but I know what it is. I don't know me because I know there's certain, not all of them, because when I was in middle school, high school, a lot of the Hispanic Latino kids would hang out with their race, and like a lot of the black kids, they would usually hang out with their race most of the time. I know with Asian people, they, like when I was in still high school, this probably changed a little bit. Maybe it didn't. Maybe how. I think it depends what city state you live in, especially if there's a massive melting pot of other races and ethnicities and creeds and all that shit in there. But like mainly when I was in high school, it was either the Asian, Hawaiian, Filipino people, Korean, Japanese. They'd hang out with their group, and all the Spanish Latino kids that were that much when I was in high school. It was mainly a lot of Caucasian kids, or maybe a lot of Black African American kids, and that was it. They would hang out with their groups most of the time. There was a few of them that kind of like blended, had different race ethnicities of friends, but not that many, unfortunately. So like maybe my senior high school, that's when it started changing a little bit. And when I went to community college, the main race I saw there most of the time, I mean, it was almost all the races, but the main two I saw the most was either Hispanic Latino kids, occasionally white kids, but not that many. Not until I went to university, I saw way, way more of them than I did like all the other races. And then like, what else? Mainly a lot of Asians too, so I'm not surprised. And I guess Asians is like hanging out with each other way more than people extending with their other races, unless maybe they're white, which I'm not surprised. And Twitch is really, really ginormous with that group, man. I'm not surprised either. Because I remember there was like this clip and it came out like a year or two ago. Even though like I talked about her a few times before. Iman Ains, aka Pokimane. Most of you know who Pokimane is. But I remember there was like a clipper saying, oh, she ended up going to like this awards thing. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not Asian. I look like an Asian person, but I'm not actually Asian. I think I'm Romanian Turkish. That's what I am. I'm Moroccan. I think that's what she was, a Turkish, whatever. And she, I don't know, she got confused and she went there, but like she's, oh no, not just Asian people that get the awards. And that was funny as fuck. Never mind, it really was. So yeah, that's crazy if that ever happened. It's another thing there. That's insane. So luckily she got unbanned. I mean, I'm not surprised because the people that really run Twitch, I don't even know if it's that CEO Behito White guy, if he's the CEO of Twitch, even though he said he is. I don't remember the dude's name. I only remember he's like a beard. He kind of looks like that dude Richard Branson a little bit, that billionaire trillionaire dude. Like, I forget if he owns Verizon or Virgin Mobile. It's one of those two. That's kind of what he looks like a little bit, the CEO for them. But it's really probably the simps that are like controlling all that shit. Anyways, 2 little bits of video games. I haven't talked about these fools in the longest time. That was 1 minute 13 minutes. That was gonna be like 20 minutes. So anyways, Crew Ubisoft argues a lawsuit that the players have never had ownership of their video games. Wow, no good. This comes from Joni Daniels. Ubisoft is currently in the midst of a lawsuit by fans of the Crew who have made an accused company of breaking consumer protection laws. So, I remember this one for a long time. I always felt like they tried to be like Burnout, or like, what's it called? The Crew always tried to be like that kind of game, like Burnout and how Midnight Club used to be, or even like that other one, Ridge Racer from back in the day. But I not like Gran Turismo because it was kind of its own certain thing, like how they had the Horizons games, Horizon something Dawn, so not Horizon Zero Dawn, the one PS4, PS5 game, not that one, but like the other one the one that Xbox owns, the something Horizon Sunset or whatever. But like this is kind of Ubisoft's version of it. And it sucks because the game wise looked really good. I never played any of the Crew games, but I remember because I think Burnout was from something else from EA that I think that owned it. I always thought it was like either Bandai Namco or Capcom or some other company that owned it. No, it was even Konami or an American gaming company or Canada or European. No, it was EA Sports that owned it. Or maybe like Activision or something before they did that thing with Activision Blizzard later on. So that's a shame. Once again, it's Ubisoft, like just being greedy asshole motherfuckers, always trying to steal money and shit from the freaking consumer and the fans. And they didn't even learn their lesson on the whole Assassin's Creed thing. My God. I think I only ever did like 1 or 2 videos last year about that. My God, that was shitstorm and disaster real bad, man. And then they want to put their ideology of SJWs, the whole non-binary LGBTQ stuff, and all the little agendas of that side of the stuff, like into that game, when the Japanese people in Japan, they don't want nothing at all to do with that shit. They think probably every American out here is a crazy psychopathic retard, which I know I ain't. And luckily for me, since I was raised in a Christian household, I was already taught from a young age to do what's right and believe what's right and what's wrong and what's evil and good in this world. Even though I didn't care about that stuff when I was a kid, but as I got older, I started realizing, oh wow, this shit really is real important. So luckily, I mean, if I would never been in a spiritual Christian household, I would have raised somewhere else. I don't know, I probably would have been a crazy psychopath person with blue hair and the crazy nose ring and the crazy SJW fat dudes like, abortion rights matter, this right matters, and all this other stupid crazy shit. Anyways, I'm glad I was born in a house like that. And the last little bit of news on Netflix, Devil May Cry anime series gets positive update 1 week after debut. Dante's really wicked. This is still a series from last year it came out. I still haven't watched it yet. I want to check it out. So it's already a second season. So I think that we're gonna bring another thing about it was that anime character from Trigun, Bash the Stampede. I think they're gonna bring them back again too. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Netflix that does it or if it's gonna be another series like anime company that does it. If it's not Netflix. One thing I do know, I think it's July or August. The one that was like, I think it was 2021 or 2022 when they said that Studio Gainax place back in the day. Now I think it's called something else now. The panning stocking thing, that shit's coming back, which I really want to do reactions to the episodes, but if I do, I'm gonna have to cut them in half because I don't want to get a copyright strike from that company. Because that shit was so good the first time. It was like 2011 or 2012 when it came out. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna get a copyright claim strike for that because I really want to do reactions to those. Man, this is the first season of that back then. Oh my god, so freaking good. There was a lot of profanity, vulgarity, and a lot of lustful things. And the music for it, oh my god. The whole Fly Away song, dude. Early mid-20s me was jamming to that shit at the time. And this is when I was still in the old school MLP Browning community too. Anyways, I'll just read a tiny bit of this. Netflix has renewed DMC, aka Devil May Cry, for a second. This comes from, I haven't read for Hero Academia in a real long time. Victoria Kennedy. The adult animation series created by Adi Shankar, and of course based on the Capcom video games, now just a week since the first season's debut, and the streaming service is announced by a second season on the cards, writing, quote, "Let's dance." The Death Console's exclusive, inevitable, I don't know, alright, that's something else. Let's read a little bit more now, that's I promise. Hold on. First season allowed Demon Hunter Dante as he was pitted against a powerful white rabbit who has ideas to unleash hell on Earth. Of course, not surprised, it's Netflix, so. Because things aren't just bad enough already, this show's made its debut on Netflix April 3rd, or 3rd of April. So the British, Australian, everyone else in the world says this, except the United States. It's currently the 4th most watched series on the streaming platform. According to Netflix charts, Devil May Cry has already viewed 5.3 million times. Damn. Equating to 21 hours. Yeah, 1+ hours. Along with Johnny Young Bosch as Dante, the first series of Devil May Cry included legendary Batman voice actor, Kevin Conroy. He was in the first season, didn't know that. Yeah, rest in peace to that dude. He was a real good badass voice for Batman. Sharing the news of commerce and inclusion of Devil May Cry earlier this year, series showrunner Adi Shankar said that the actor's lines were, quote, recorded before he passed. AI was not used. Wow, so they still had other lines that he was supposed to do before he passed away. I think it was 2022 or 2023 when he died. So not that long ago. Yeah, so yeah, I hope that's a really good series. I hope it's badass. Like, it stays true to the Devil May Cry games. Even though, granted, I didn't really grow up playing all the Devil May Cry games at all, period. I wish that I did. Because at that time I was playing a lot more Street Fighter and the Tekken and Mortal Kombat shit all the time. So I never really got a chance to play any Devil May Cry shit. And the Mega Man stuff too. I just never got the time to play that one. But I know it's supposed to be a good ass game. But I never got time around it when I was a 90s, 2000 kid. And then back in my teen years either. Anyways, yeah. That's it. So that's for now. I'm on here. Wraps the video. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Bros, as always. Yeah, boys and parents, as always. Toxic boys will see next year. It's a day of good night wherever you're in the world other than at the same time. To direct this comical show collector, Thursday God's channel. Video game industry news, anime manga news once in a while, video game console news, and of course stuff like video game trailers, anime manga trailers, and anime dubs videos, and of course what's it called, cartoon animations on the internet, reactions to that, and reactions to freaking live action movie trailers too. And of course, once in a while, we want less news and other serious news. Once in a while, not that much. And that's it. And that's all I say for now. I'm done here. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Like and buy some feels like. Take it easy. I'm gone. I'm out. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Oh, and don't take any of the big pharma stuff, all the other nasty hydrogels, nail butter. Completely irrelevant, but first time in 11 years it has been here. I actually saw I just should have went 10, 11 years ago when it came out, but I actually saw an IKEA store for the first time, so it was pretty badass. Real amazing experience. I finally got to try their famous little like IKEA freaking almond cake thing. That's like that pink thing and has a whole bunch of sliding little zigzags in the middle. And I tried their version of Rice Krispies. Man, fucking shells kiss. I know. I think every dessert's good for me because I'm a heavy set dude, but whatever. That shit was just freaking like heaven on earth when I was eating that for like 5-6 minutes. Best shit ever. Alright, see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Stay care, everybody. Stay cautious. See you guys in the next video commentary video. Peace. Later.